listening to Dice and Slice, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition podcast.
Previously on the Dice and Slice podcast, the conversion stream. The Fighting Karps had finally gone to Goblin Castle in search of their friend, Gundren Rockseeker. Luke's and Droop managed to sneak in the backside, with Luke disguised as Droop, while the rest of the party stormed the front door. After killing a few shielded enemies, the Karps, for the most part, met back up in the dining hall of the castle to fight a large group of goblins. After clearing out what they could see of the castle so far, our heroes are still left wondering, where is Gundren? Let's see if they find out today.
Alright, I'm gonna just run around this room looking for passages, mechanisms, what have you, or in like, was it like a mess hall or something?
Give me a perception check. It's like a mess hall, yeah. The lead goblin was a chef that you guys killed.
Oh, right. So that's going to be 20
spatula.
26.
26, okay. So his spatula does not appear to be anything special at all. It looks really gross. Droop actually is drooling, though. He's like, oh man, that looks really good. But nothing magical seems about it. You do find on the cook, though, he did have a nice pocket of gold coins. You guys got 10 gold coins in a pocket there. Other than that, you found, so this is missing a door here. There should be a door. Open door. Up top there. Right. So there's a door to the north, and there's a door to the east, and then there's a door leading out.
Wasn't there a pile of rubble over here somewhere?
Potentially. Just ignore that.
I'm going to press my ear up to the door to the north and see if I hear anything.
Okay. You're not able to hear. There's a lot of weird creaking, and there's like wind coming through this. It's a broken down castle, so the castle's barely kind of hanging in. So there's lots of weird wind patterns and stuff that's kind of coming through, and you hear that really well, but you don't hear anything else.
I'll do the same over here.
Okay.
To that door.
To the east.
Yeah. So when you go through there, you do hear some like scratching sounds.
Okay. I say, I hear something through this door.
Oh, perfect. I shall barge in.
Fellas.
Bow.
Bow. All right. So this is another wing.
I flipped it so that we know.
Oh.
See, that's a door open now.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, but like a door.
Get it. So wait, did you open this one or not?
No.
Close.
Yeah.
Look at that fancy.
Listeners at home, we are playing with a new kind of map with a bunch of intersecting tiles.
Gloomhaven.
Thank you.
We're using Gloomhaven tiles and all the little accessories that come with it.
It's pretty neat.
It's good use of your money since Gloomhaven is so expensive. Okay,
right,
so when you guys come in here, it's another little wing, kind of similar to that one that you saw. That has some slits for like guard towers, but it's up a little bit higher. There's like a natural incline of the room. And as you get in there, in the middle of the room, kind of scratching against the floor, is a hulking beast that looks like a mix between a bear and an owl.
And I just shut this door.
Does it have hands?
Yes.
Can one of us make like who's got like nature or something?
As you open the door, it roars,
I
and
bursted it
everybody.
open, so.
Yeah, you scare the crap out of everybody. Roll initiative.
All right.
Can I roll with intimidation since I kicked that thing the crap
you
open?
Kicked it in everybody else's perception.
Nat 20.
So what would that put you initiative?
Plus 29.
29. Clay? Okay.
They got an unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
24.
I rolled well and I'm still at the bottom of our
I know you did.
Dang.
You got an 18?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, where is our initiative tower, or are you doing it?
And when you get our initiative tower, it is.
Just live dangerously and put the clothespins on the mic.
Dear listeners at home, we are getting a very important piece of equipment for our game.
Made out of clothespins.
And a stick.
And a stick.
Super critical.
Oh my god, there's so many clothespins on here right now.
Half of them are upside down.
Yeah.
It's an important detail.
Oh, that was my daughter. I forgot. She was playing with it.
Does upside down mean they're dead?
Yeah.
Nope. Well, to her, maybe.
I think it means they were put on upside down.
Okay, so who had the above 20? Was it you?
It goes Cleric,
Yeah.
Jim, Cossack, Avril, Enemy 1.
Does Droop have an initiative?
Oh, good old Droop. He does. Oh, and Luke's. You guys have Luke's too.
How much time has transpired since we entered?
I'm going to put him as you on
Oh,
here. Brandon.
5 minutes, not
Okay.
much. You guys just had a big thing here. So Droop is 17,
Okay, he's just after me.
just after you. And Luke's is 12. So he's going to be the variant.
Oh,
It's just funny because he's really good at it.
yeah, I
So
bet.
rogue goes last.
I mean, he is the furthest away.
And the owl bearish thing.
He's over here, like, looking through, like...
He is going to be right after Drew.
Doing this thing.
We haven't figured out it's called an owl bear yet.
No, I was just
Don't let me forget if I do somehow manage to crit again. I got that...
Like a combination of an owl and a bear.
Oh, yeah, you're going to
Owl bear.
against the wall again. Okay. All right. So, Cleric, Sid, you are up.
I will. I guess I'll just start by firing a magic missile from. Actually, I can't see him. So I'm gonna have to move. I'll change that idea. My speed is gonna be 20, 10, 15, 20.
So the cleric has just hopped over my head.
Yeah, I've just gone through the door.
Just shoved me aside and
He's like, I got it. It's just a
ran
bear.
up to the
Second action to
creature.
move closer, and then third action to take a swing.
Okay.
Listeners at home, dwarves don't move very fast.
They do not.
Especially in heavy armor.
21.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Well, he's in medium armor, isn't he?
Are you
Because he
clear?
went for the dexterity.
Oh, that's
No,
right.
I took it. Yeah, I took that off, and I'm finally in medium hide armor.
Oh, that's right. You got it from the chick, the pounder.
Yeah, I did.
Yes, you did.
7.
7 damage?
Yeah.
What type of damage is that?
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. Okay. Anything else?
That was all my actions. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. All right. Jim.
All right.
Jennifer Reginald Beauregard. The third.
No,
Is that
the
right?
first.
No, the
There's
first?
the first, yeah.
That's so close.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Here comes the powerful monk. Flurry of Bellows.
7. All right, so that's one.
Dear listeners at
that's my
home.
stride.
The OP monk just ran right around the creature.
Yeah.
Is now flanked.
Flanked.
So his AC drops by 2.
Also known as flat-footed.
Just about.
Is that a space? I guess
They still have that jingle of us.
Yeah.
Now, where is my key point tracking? I have not used any, so let's use one.
You guys beat up all those goblins without using any of your key points
I
last
haven't
time?
used a secret spell.
Well, I used them on the orcs, and then we took a rest. So yeah, we did not use
so
any
weak.
on them.
I know you guys were strong. I was like, I'll throw large numbers at you.
All right,
Yeah.
so
Between Luke's and Drew.
Yeah, I know.
man,
I don't think I even had to raise my shield.
I thought Droop was gonna have a little more like hesitation, and then he just stabbed somebody in the face.
Droop is like James Bond assassin. He was taking them all out.
That would be a very different movie.
All right,
Droop.
that doesn't even give me enough. All right.
Doesn't give you enough. How many dice you roll in here?
So I'm going to do a key strike against the bear that is also an owl, and flurry blows with that. So that is 2 hits, and if they hit, it's 3d6. 19 and a 5, so one hits, the other doesn't.
Yes.
Although I do get, that one definitely hits no matter what. So that's the 28 crit.
Yes.
Okay, so first hits crit.
Nice.
It's dead. No.
Does a 10 even hit?
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, still 66.
Already dead.
Listeners at home, monks are super OP.
That is 6 for the first two. Another 8, so 14.
It requires multiple people to keep track of the damage.
18 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
Magic for the purposes of overcoming resistance.
Can't even add that high. What is 18? Okay. Okay, so you give him a solid. Was that just your fist? And a key powered fist?
He's -2.
Right.
That one was
So would a 12 have hit?
No.
Oh,
You tried though, but
Yep. Yeah.
You got a flank there.
We do. What am I gonna do? I'll just parry. So +1 to my AC.
Okay. So you give him a solid key powered smash right in the big bear butt. All right,
how
Cassie.
does he look right now?
Yeah, he's still looking pretty beefy.
Pretty sturdy.
Yeah.
Fluffy owl part.
Oh,
That is 1 key point gone.
All right.
come on, Ranger.
So I'll hunt. What is this?
An owlbear.
And I'll hunt the owl bear
Okay.
and take. We'll just take a hunted shot.
He would be screamed right now.
Yeah. Well, if I move.
If you get to there, you won't be screamed.
Yeah. So we'll just.
So hunt target, move action. So he's moved into the room.
And we'll do a hunted shot.
Okay.
So once again, the elf ran right past me into the same room with the creature.
So you kicked open the door and you're like, let's do it. And everybody
Let's do it! Hey, come on! Come on!
So that's going to be a 13 and then an 18.
13 no, 18 yes.
Does it matter that we're both around?
No.
Calling some juke moves.
9 piercing.
9 piercing. Okay.
And then hunted shot with the precision edge. Another 6 piercing.
So total of 15.
Yep.
All right. So
Good job, D6.
so you run in there, you shoot the poor thing multiple times. It is now it's shrieking, it's pissed, and there is blood trickling out of where the arrows hit.
Okay.
Okay. Davril, you've kicked open the door. Your allies have ran past you,
Guys, I wanted to hit him first.
and now you can go in there.
So I'm charging him.
He's super flanked.
Wait, no, don't get in front
I'm
of me.
getting right in front of you. No, it's my target.
He's like, I just moved. Get out of the way.
He's guarding from the rear for an arrow. It's like, no, he's mine.
I'm protecting. And I will make 2 attacks against this thing.
Does flank work?
I don't think it would work for me.
Yeah, it doesn't work for you.
No.
Just the two.
But I've always wondered if flank would work if I'm like on this side and he's over here. Like,
melee range.
has to be melee range. Okay.
Okay, so you're going to whack him with your Sword of Vengeance.
Yeah.
That's a good sword.
14 plus 9.
That hits.
But is that a critical?
No.
That'd be 23. Okay. So that's the first one. 7 plus 4 is probably not going to do it. 11.
No.
Dang. Yeah.
So you slice down and you give him a little cut on his little big bear beak.
Big bear beak. That's pretty normal.
Yeah.
So let's see. That's 5 slashing damage and 1 positive, I think.
Yeah. And I guess my precision edge does precision damage. I don't know if that would be different.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
So 6 damage total?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be able to put special attributes on my key strike damage.
You're definitely cut into him. He's feeling pretty hurt now.
Give him a big old bash on his big bear beak.
His big bear beak. Droop he has a movement speed of 25, so move him as close as he can.
Movement speed of 1.
25.
Okay.
Have him go the other side of down roll.
Here?
No, the other side.
Here.
Yep.
So the other
Plus
side of
5.
Okay, and then have him go take a step. There you go. And then he's going to use his third action and pull out his dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super innocent.
Now, having totally been awakened from his little peaceful slumber by this ragtag group of people.
Yeah, what you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do, elf thing?
So this mixture between a bear and an owl kind of reels back almost like a bear, and then as it goes in for a strike, it stops and it looks straight up and it gives off a loud, piercing scream. In fact, you maybe call it a blood-curdling scream. And anybody within 80 feet has to make a will saving throw.
Easy peasy. I will fail this.
DC 16.
26.
26.
What saving?
You crit, will,
I match.
so you succeed.
What's the DC?
16
Tied it. So what's that mean?
succeeds.
Okay.
What do you have a plus?
It's a 6.
Plus 10?
Yeah, me too.
I start as an
Monks are
expert
OP,
in all
man.
saves.
Okay, so
How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah,
So those
you have a
that-
high. Oh, yeah, you're a monk.
those that crit, you two,
Yeah.
are completely unaffected by the scream. You're able to see it coming. You quickly go down and dive. You that were just successful have now become frightened 1. So do you have those token things?
Yeah, okay, I forgot we're doing physical now.
Sorry. Creature damage. Now, if you guys damage the owlbear again, your frightened will go away. But frightened, it will.
I'm going to put 1 on the owl bear sort of creature, and then 1 on you, 1 on me. Looks ridiculous, right? But it works.
So frightened, you guys are both frightened 1. So your AC and your TAC is now 1 less.
Okay, that's not so bad.
And at the end of your next turn, it will drop. Or if you hit him, it will drop. It just lasts 1 turn.
Oh, okay.
And it's nothing like we can't attack or anything like that.
Correct.
We don't have to run away.
Yeah, the status ring. Oh.
I know. They look ridiculous, but they work, man. And they're free.
What's the one on him for?
Flank.
Oh. Okay.
Just to remind us of that.
Yeah, I can maybe see that with that, but that's fine. I appreciate your try. Okay, so that was his first one. Now you guys are all bolstered to that, so you guys cannot be affected by that again.
So my attack, I forgot. I rolled 2d8. So I have to roll this one again.
Roll it.
So there's an extra 4 slashing.
Okay. He's
Sorry about that.
still extra hurt. Okay, and then for his next move here, he is going to reach with his talon, and he is going to try to scrape the monk that hit him. 15?
No.
Okay. Hits that he just missed. He's going to actually try one more time at a -5. 16.
No.
Okay. So
Too OP.
he swiped at you multiple times and you managed to dodge it. Okay. That is his turn. Now it's
I'm
Luke's.
so glad we gave you that bracer, too. That puts you up to 21 AC, didn't it?
Helps, yes.
Luke's is going to move to the door. I'll stay on the outside of the door, though.
How many?
He has 25.
15.
1, 2, 3, 4. He can go like on the door.
Okay, he's going to use a second action to pull out a dagger, and then he's going to hold. And that's his turn. All right, round 2. Sid, the cleric.
I am going to use Chill Touch.
Flat-footed.
Yeah, it doesn't do flat foot.
Oh, okay. That's only on undead.
Yeah, right. Now you got it.
So I think I roll a touch.
So it injures people
Make a melee touch attack.
and flat-foots on dead.
Which seems
All right.
so...
11
Have no problems.
plus.
Your melee touch attack?
Yeah, so
It'll be
11 plus 1, so 12. It's probably not going to do it, actually, is it?
It will be the same as your proficiency plus strength. So plus 5.
Okay, 16 then.
That, because he is flanked, that hits.
And it's a touch attack. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Yeah, that definitely hits then.
All right. 1d8. And I don't crit, so he's not going to have the other thing.
So he watches you come up and sit your hand on him, and he's like, whoa, 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 what are you doing? And then
Just 7 negative damage.
then all of a sudden he just feels really negative about his life.
Oh, no.
That's right. You rethink your choices.
He's like, man, maybe I shouldn't have been an owl and a bear. Maybe I should have just been one.
I should have been a goblin this whole time.
And then
I always wanted to be a dancer.
Was that 2 actions?
that was 2.
That was Dad rolling up
one.
the elbow.
Swing.
Okay. I think your multiple attack
19.
will just be at 5 down 1.
Yeah, so take off at 5. So 14.
Just missed.
Okay.
Okay. Sid touched him. Now it's up to Jim.
Come on, OP monk.
You negatively touched him.
Yep.
All right. Flurry of blows. Just a regular one.
Okay. You don't want to throw any Kamehameha, Goku, Smash, or anything to it?
No. I get that one at 6. Little.
Oh, of course, to get
There
it.
you go.
This is more like Kaioken.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There you go.
All right. 18
Hit.
plus 9.
Oh,
And he loses 2 because his thing. Because he's flying.
so a critical for him would be 26. Do you get past 26?
Sounds like it. Be 17 if it's 18 plus 9.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
27.
you're correct.
Okay.
27. What did I say?
Second one is a 9 plus a 5, 14.
Miss.
Okay. So we do crit on the first one, though. Just still 46, and there's 10 and 13 damage total. Wait, no. Do I add my modifier once or twice if I crit?
Twice.
15.
He died at 13. But I just wanted you to do the math. How do you do it?
I don't even know what I'm
Fist right through the chest.
Heart comes out the other side.
So Sid's like in the middle of touching him, and all of a sudden you guys are holding hands.
I really should have rethought my...
Droop kind of jumps in there like, hey, you gonna eat that? That looks kind of good.
Where's Droop at?
He's right there next to you.
With my hand still through it, it's kind of
Heart
tossed
is like
over.
right in his face.
Droop's like, yeah! Begins to eat. Okay, you're out of combat. Good job.
Hooray! Oh, and
He's dead.
Temporary health.
Since he's dead, I guess some more temp HP.
Of course you do.
But I'm pretty sure I maxed it out on this one.
All right, I want to check the walls of this room.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
No, give me a perception check.
+2. All right. I have maxed out my temp HP.
18, 25.
25. Okay, so you start looking around the room and you notice that on one of the edges there's a grate. It looks like a metal grate that used to like seal people out back in the day, and now it's kind of stuck down. But outside of that grate, there is what appears to be a chest. So you actually see a little chest right outside the grate, but it looks like you're going to have to try to move the grate to get to it.
Dear listeners,
Outside
we have
the
a
grate?
chest.
Yeah, it's like on a ledge. It's like on the ledge outside of the
We're
castle.
moving up in the world.
Oh, okay.
Who's got the highest strength?
How well can we see the chest?
You can just see a corner of it.
All right, all reach over. I gotta reach in my backpack. I got a crowbar I can use for leverage.
Okay.
Try and.
Okay, give me a athletics check.
I want to assist him on that.
Okay, aid is DC 15 flat check to aid.
I do get a +2 on my check because of my cooperative nature.
Do it.
Okay.
If you get a 15, I think he gets a +2.
14.
I got a 14 in all.
Guess you're very cooperative.
Rip.
So you go to help him, but you kind of like stumble and you don't give him a good.
All right, that's gonna be 24.
Okay, so you, you guys both managed to double team, and you guys get that kind of lifted up, and it kind of actually clicks in place. You thought you were going to have to hold it, but it just sits there, and you can kind of reach over and grab the chest and pull it inside. That's what you open it.
Yeah.
It kills you. No, just kidding.
I'm going to say we need to poke it with something first.
They came back.
So this chest, there's like lots of like ragged clothes that are torn up, but at the very bottom you notice a lesser healing potion,
Nice.
150 silver, and a scroll of silence, which is on the divine and occult spell list.
Now you have to have.
Divine, so.
All right, I already got
You have to be
2.
able to like cast
It
spells.
has to be on your spell list, and you have to be able to cast spells. But it is on the divine list, which this guy.
All right, so I already have 2 healing potions. Who needs
Silence.
You have a healing potion on you?
I don't think so.
Enter your magical items.
No.
I'll give you that too.
Okay, so you have a lesser healing potion. And then there's 150 silver.
Yeah, I put that in group loot already.
Okay. And if you wanted to take some time, you could analyze the scroll of silence. It says in real large letters, scroll of silence, but then there's like fine details that you can find out what it exactly does if you want to spend about 10 minutes of examining it sometime.
You're like I knows I could learn silence, so I probably know that already. Maybe? Is that how that works?
Not necessarily, but give me an arcana check. And maybe we'll just let it fall to the dice.
60.
Plus
20.
Okay, I was going to make it a hard DC for your level. Okay, you got it. So you know that silence is a 2-action casting. It's somatic and verbal. Range of touch. 1 willing creature. The target makes no sound, preventing creatures from noticing it or hearing it. The target creature cannot use any sonic attacks, nor can it use any actions that requires auditory.
Yeah, so if he used it on me, I wouldn't be able to use my bow.
Because you can't say the command word.
Is this the divine spell scroll you were just talking
Yes.
about?
Yeah.
So
you
is
could
it
use that
just-
on mages.
Does he just
Right.
use it and it's...
Well, no, because it says
One
it has to be a
willing
willing.
creature.
So this is more like
It's more of like a stealth.
So is the
Yeah.
scroll consumed in this?
Yes, after you cast it, the scroll crumbles to dust.
That'd be really awesome. Stop mages from killing us. Like your mom almost.
I know. And I realized no one took silence.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that if you ever need it.
Can you dupe a creature?
Oh, so it's not a silence here, but it's stopping mages.
Or be silent with me.
Okie dokie, what would you guys like to do?
Now, is there a door over here, or is this just a
There's no
solid
doors in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, let's
So we're gonna have to go back out into the previous room.
So we'll walk over here. I'm gonna stealthily try and peek through this doorway.
Don't just batter me around, Jim.
So give me a stealth check.
tap everybody with my
Nah, I just beat the door down. Let's get
17.
17. Thank you.
What check was that?
Stealth.
Dang.
Yeah, thank God for modifiers.
So this room, put this in the middle of the room, not the log side, the other side.
To say it's a log. No, it's a wall.
Turn it sideways so it kind of like blocks. Yeah. It's like a curtain that kind of blocks the room, so you can't see past the curtain,
That's
basically.
intriguing.
Yes.
Where was this door supposed to be?
I assume there.
And then right in front of the curtain is a statue. Just kind of lay it sideways like that. And other than that, it's a pretty dark room. You do notice that behind the curtain, you can kind of see like a flickering of what appears to be some light. But this room, or this half of the room, seems fairly dark.
If I have a firebow, if I activate it and shoot at the curtain, will it? Can I light it on fire?
Potentially.
Finally burn something.
I don't know how that works.
It's a neat idea. I mean, does it waste anything besides an arrow?
Arrow,
The element
action.
of surprise.
Yeah, the element of surprise.
I think it's pretty surprising if you set something on fire in there.
So as I said, so this room here, those things are in it, and it appears to be like at one point in time, it's all kind of in shadows now, but it seems to be part of like a chapel or a shrine a long time ago. There are some weird figures painted on the walls that from where you're at you can't really recognize. There's curtains blocking your way up north, and then in front of the curtains is a large carved statue that seems really out of place compared to the rest of the room.
I'd like to inspect the statue.
I'm gonna move into the room and stand in one of the corners.
Now, before anybody does anything else, we're going to go ahead and just for fun, we're going to go into encounter mode.
Okay.
So everybody roll initiative and let's get our initiative set up here.
Funny says.
For fun.
Sure. Yeah, my initiative is
18.
17.
Wait, who got 25?
Me.
Cleric. And who's below that?
17.
17.
I had 18.
Fantastic. Oh, you get 18?
Yeah.
I've got 10.
Of course you did.
Like, did we expect any more? So, was it the exact same order?
Well, at least for these guys.
So we need Drew
It's like you
and
use
Luke.
stealth to enter encounter mode.
Alright, man, do you want me to do the initiative for them?
That would have probably been a good idea. Droop is going to be 7.
Okay, so,
Wow. And he's going to be 7 too. They both rolled really bad.
well, which one of them has a higher perception bonus?
Luke's will be first.
He's still munching on that elder.
That's probably true.
Yeah, Droop isn't paying attention. He's like, man, that harp's really good, Jim.
Anything else you want me to put on this initiative track?
All right.
No, there's nothing else there.
Nothing.
So are we going in initiative order? Like,
Yes.
no.
So you'll go in initiative order now.
I am defending, by the way.
So you pull out your weapon basically before you get started here. Okay.
But we haven't seen anything yet.
I haven't seen anything. I basically snuck in here, and now we're
I
going
guess
into
I'll
real time.
cast Detect Magic.
Okay, what's the range on that?
Good, but 30 feet aura, so I might want to move a bit closer first. 5, 10, 15, 20, so I'll step inside with him and past it, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So it almost goes to the back of the room.
Yeah, it goes beyond the curtain 10 feet.
Goes about right here.
Yeah.
And you just want to go to the statue, though, right?
Right, yeah, I'm just trying to detect magic in there.
Okay, so when you get in there, the pulse. Okay.
Yeah.
So as the pulse goes off, you do detect that the statue, it has a pretty strong magical feeling coming from it, and you can tell it has a divination magic. So like think like oracle, like questions of the universe type of thing, and it appears to be very much against the feelings of negative energy or something you'd reference as evil. Against it. Yeah.
It's positive.
So we found out good.
That might be good.
Unless it thinks we're negative.
That was just one action. Do I have one? Oh no, that was 2 actions, so that's my turn done.
Okay. Well, the next is our monk.
Before the monk.
Oh, is there something I need to add to the initiative order?
Yes, please.
The statue goes.
This creature, you hear a noise. Up in the ceiling, you hear movement, and it's not very stealthily. It's clawing and basically just a whole bunch of weird sounds that almost sounds like a chicken. And this thing is going to plop down right in front of Sid. And this creature looks like this.
Oh, that's a pretty looking fella.
It's basically a chicken-looking dragon lizard thing.
Wow.
That looks delicious.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's a snack, guys.
Under Ian. And
I'm just going to leave it looking like that.
put this right in front of Ian.
Pretty.
Chicken snake.
That's a snake icon. I didn't have
Snake. Tastes like chicken. Tastes like mutant chicken dragon things.
Okay, so also at the same time, so the thing is going to basically land right in front of you, and it starts cawing and making this horrible, yeah, like that. Thank you. And it is going to reach back, and it can't move its arms very well, but it leans back and does a huge peck strike right at you.
Okay.
You dirty birdie.
17?
No.
Okay. And then it's going to lean back and then do one more. 14. So no.
I'm so glad I gave you the rigged rolling pad.
It's like 3, 3, 6, 4. It's like, all right. So that's it. Yep. All right. Now go back to regular initiative.
Alrighty.
OP time.
All right.
Bingo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm behind it.
Monk just ran right behind you.
just
Chicken dragon
flanked
thing.
it.
And I'm next to the statue, if that means anything. And then we'll go for a flurry of blows.
Does it mean?
17 plus 9, 26.
Hit.
For not a crit.
Ooh, and then a 3 plus 8, and then an 8.
No.
So no, okay. Still a 2d6. Oh, that is 12 damage. 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay. So you give it a solid pounding, and the thing kind of cocks and walks, and it doesn't seem. I mean, it seems affected, but it's still pretty healthy looking for a totally unhealthy demon thing.
Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. I assume that the difference between an 8 and a 10 doesn't hit, right? Or does it? Because it is flanked. Okay. Just for fun, I'm going to try to trip the chicken.
You do that? He's stripping from my bow. Still.
All right. So what's my penalty on that?
So what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to trip him with my
Oh,
hands.
trip. Okay.
Trip with my hands.
All right, so trip is
Did
an
you want to trip up the
athletic.
staff?
I think trip is an athletics check. Let me athletic skill uses. Yeah, trip. You must have at least one hand free, or you have a weapon that has trip with it. You do a athletics check versus a reflex DC.
Now, do I get any penalty?
No.
Okay.
Oh well, trip is an attack action, so their normal penalty would apply. So you've done 2 strikes plus this, so you'll do a -10.
All
Oh,
right.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not agile, so
Okay. Well, then I get a 7. So.
okay. No, it. I don't have to roll. It's fine.
All right.
So you go to trip it, and it just lifts its things, freaking out.
All right. That's me.
Okay, Kasich.
All right. Kasich will on target.
Okay.
Command word. And hunted shot.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
23.
Hit.
And then roll damage on that. Yeah.
Finally playing a king.
The fire is D6, right? I think, or is
What's that?
Is the fire D6 or D4?
It was a D6.
D6. So 4, 9, 9 piercing, 2 precision, and 4 fire.
So 15.
Good lord. You guys think I hit hard?
That thing is bleeding, cawing,
Sorry.
and on fire.
Second shot.
Ah, Jesus. Okay.
Unnatural 20.
Wait. No.
Unnatural. Yeah,
Unnatural,
Yeah.
yes.
that's a hit.
All right.
Even screamed, that's a hit.
12 piercing.
Dang.
I like this box.
Thank you for
This forged nice box, yes.
Yeah, you've been rolling nothing but 15s and up, it seems like. It is very, very hurt.
Has it lost any feathers?
There's pretty much no feathers on it. It's just skin.
It's got 2 arrows skewered in on
The
it.
scaly skin
It's
is
just
kind of
scaly
coming apart.
skin. Yeah, it looks like almost like zombie flesh, kind of just like
Yeah,
peeling.
it's balanced. It's just like
That doesn't sound so appetizing anymore.
Oh, I wasn't going to eat any of it. It looked pretty gross.
Yeah.
All right. So before you do anything, down, stick enemy 2 above you.
What?
And you guys
Come on.
hear. You guys hear. Get away from my cockatrice! And
Your cockatrice away from us.
coming through the curtains. Put it on this side of the curtains. They're running towards you, basically. One on one side, one on the other side. 2 on the other side.
Oh, 2 on the other side.
I'm sorry. This guy, one on this side and one over here. One east and one west. You can fit them. Okay, that works.
Close enough.
That works.
We've got a goblin basically humping.
So basically, 3 goblins come running
the
in.
Legend of Zelda now. we attacked the chicken.
You
and
attack
now
the chicken, the whole town's pissed.
now we're all gonna die.
All right, so the Goblin 1 is going to he's going to take another step action towards Kasich, and he's going to they all have their dog slicers out. Yeah, move him down.
Dog slicers.
Yeah, that's what their daggers are called. Dog slicers.
Dog
Not very nice.
Goblin horse chesters.
20.
AC.
Yep,
It's a tie.
that's a hit then. Finally, a hit one, you guys. 5 slashing damage.
That's how we felt with the shambling mound. Now you understand.
Yeah, he did not hit. All right, and then the other goblin, he's going to take a slice at Jim, Goblin 2.
Okay.
He missed, and he's going to strike again. And a 14's not going to hit you. And then finally, there's one goblin that looks different than the other ones. He's the one that yelled, "Don't attack my cockatrice!" And he's coming in. He's a little bit beefier and better looking than the other goblins. And he's going to come rushing in here. 18?
No.
Okay, and the second attack.
I think I may be technically flanked, though.
By the looks of it, yeah.
Yeah.
But still no.
Okay, great. 19.
Yeah,
Because you're flanked.
that'll do.
Okay. Finally hit someone. 6 slashing damage as he cuts into you. And that is all 3 of them. So now, Davril.
Alright, so 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to have to use 2 move actions just to get right there. So I'm rushing into the room right past Sid, brush by him, and then I'm going to take one big swing at the cockatrice.
Okay.
Let's see if I can hit.
Would you call that flanked?
No.
Nah.
Doesn't have a straight line through it.
You
Well,
and Sid might
yeah.
be,
Yeah,
but
you
I
and
wouldn't
Sid.
be. Do you want me to put a marker on the cockatrice?
No, that's fine.
It's not going to do it with 13.
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And I miss!
You gonna try again?
I can't, I'm out of moves.
Oh, is
It
that
took
both
2
your
moves
moves?
to get
Okay.
up there.
Okay, that's it.
I was off by 1.
All right, so that was
So that's
Jim.
Guys, somebody killed this thing
That's
before
right,
it can
that
attack
was
us
Castle.
again.
All right, so Luke's is going to move right up by Kasich. Can he make it? He has 25. Can you just make it right next to Kasich? No,
Yeah.
stay by the door. Stay by the door.
Here?
Yep.
Yeah, I can make it there easy. Yeah.
Okay. And he already has his daggers out. He never put them away. And his daggers go up, and it looks like he's going to do like some type of thrown action.
The troop's all the way in the outer.
He's still munching
Easy
on
now.
my there.
And he goes down and twists his wrist, and he attacks Kasich. Does a 19 hit you?
No.
Okay. So he goes to slice you, and you duck at
Hey,
the last
dude.
second.
Betrayal.
He goes, oh, and then all of a sudden he whips it around, and he goes down for another strike on you. $21.
21 will hit.
Okay. 7 piercing damage.
Gonna murder this much.
As you look up to him, and it pierces you down and cuts into your shoulder, and you look up, he has just a huge smirk on his mouth. And move, attack. That is his turn.
How much did he hit you for?
7, so I'm down to 44.
Oh, I'm gonna murder you.
Not me.
No, it's you. It's you.
Okay.
No, I'll let you go. I'll kill Luke.
Supposed to be helping us
Droop.
goblins.
Droop is going to use his first action to put down the heart. His second action to scoop up a leg, and his third action to bite.
He's doing good. He's doing good work.
So that
How delicious is that?
Doesn't
Well-
need to roll any checks.
I'm going to roll a d20 and tell you how good it was.
Okay.
12. He's had better. He's had better.
You know, I'll give it 3 stars.
Yeah. He goes, you guys got it right? Okay. He goes back to eating.
All right.
He kind of hears like for trouble, and he doesn't hear anything, so he just thinks you guys have it, and he's going back to eating. All right, you can flip those 2 over.
What kind of color blood does this creature, does an owlbear have? Just regular red blood, or?
Yeah. we'll say that. All right, round 2. Sid the cleric.
Murder the Lux.
Yeah. Then I need to.
You're currently flanked.
Right. That makes me want to go for that thing. Yeah, I'm gonna swing at the
cockatrice.
Yep.
I am more worried about that thing.
That's the wrong dice.
Yeah, that's a D12.
Go ahead and roll that.
No. Oh, you know what? No, he's going with the D12 roll.
Oh.
You can see that. He got 3.
That one.
Okay, so as you go down to strike, the cockatrice actually pulls up his beak and you hit the beak, but his beak is solid. It's almost like stone, and your weapon dings off of it and falls just right by your feet, but you're not holding the weapon. You have to use an action to pick it up. Action. We have a drunk chat over here.
Not yet.
Yeah, I'll pick it up and then make a second attack.
Okay. So I got 5 on this one.
13, probably with the flanking, won't do it.
No, he
So that'd be
dodges out of the
15.
way.
That was a little.
Yep.
Alright, I'm done.
Good try though. That nat one just hurt. That's kind of what I've been rolling. Okay, the cockatrice is going to actually try to attack the guy that just hit his beak.
I embarrassed myself so badly. It must be an easy target.
Oh, shoot.
You got a taste of your staff, and he's hungry for more.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, that's all I used.
I retributive strike.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
So, let me see.
I could have actually used my shield as well.
So, a 9 isn't going to hit, but I do give him...
DR5.
Yeah. So I reduce 5 of the points you're going to take.
Okay.
You don't give a plus to his AC?
Nope.
I was going to say my spell shield reaction does a plus.
I didn't think of that.
Are you going to add that?
You can. It'll just add more. Or
It would block it. That make me 22, which will block it. So yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you
undo this, or
Resonance point.
just say we did both.
no, you did both. So you use your reaction, and that uses resonance, which will no longer be there in the final game now. Resonance is gone.
Yeah. I already had that note.
Yep. And so he thinks he's going to hit you, and you form a shield right as it does, and it just breaks the shield, but does not actually hit you. And it's really confused. It's like, I swear I hit this thing. So it's going to go back for another attack at a -5. 12 won't hit you.
Nope.
And a -1, a 10 won't hit you.
No.
Okay. That is his turn.
Monk. Go OP on this thing.
Exactly how bloody does this chicken thing look?
Pretty bloody.
Pretty darn bloody. All right. I'll just go for a single unarmed strike on the chicken. 21.
Hit.
23 technically with flanking.
Hit.
Okay. Uh, 8 damage. 8 bludgeoning.
How do you kill it?
Way to go.
I just stomp on him.
It does one last caw as it, thank you. And you snap its beak. And as you do, the beak kind of pops off, and it looks like almost like cement coming out of the beak. And
Yeah, that's what
you
I was
can
afraid
remove
of. I've seen these things
Really
in Final
wanted to hit
Fantasy,
you.
and I was so afraid.
I saw
let me
these
hit
on
you
an
guys
episode
with
of My Little
Petrifies
Pony,
you.
Friendship is Magic.
You're lucky you blocked that.
All right.
That's why I was using my reaction to save you.
So I stopped that guy, but I also saw Luke stab somebody in the back. So I'm really, really mad at him.
I turn around and I say, why?
He just grins.
And I mean, I have
Still
a clear
looking
path,
for
at
that
least
here.
through allies, to just go one move. You tell me if there's any opportunity attacks here or whatever.
You can't end until
2, 3. Well, Can I move through?
You cannot move through him. You'd have to try to push him or do a tumble through.
What happens if he rejects it? Does he go all the way back to where he started?
If you tumble through?
No, I meant if he tries to go through and then fails, so he had to go through us to get there.
Yeah, his move action basically. Tumble through is your move action plus your acrobatics check or whatever. So it would just fail, so you have to go back to where he was.
Okay, so my option is if I'm trying to get on the other side of him, I have to either tumble or shove him, right?
Yeah, you can push or you can tumble through.
And so then that would be like a move and another thing?
Tumble through, let me pull it up here. Tumble through is a one action. It lets you move up to your speed, and during the movement, you can move through the space of one enemy.
Okay.
It's a tempo acrobatics check versus their reflex save.
Okay, I will
Are you gonna do that?
attempt that, yes. He's the only enemy I'm trying to
you
move.
can punch this guy out in front of me, but
16 plus acrobatics?
Yep.
24.
20. So yeah, you managed to tumble through him.
Good job, buddy.
like that so much.
Alright. So I end up behind him.
So Monk just did some super OP flips right over the guy's head and landed on the other side. And it was all like, what a...
So as you did that, he actually moved himself to try to swipe at you, and you managed to flip over him. And he's catching your movement. The goblins are like, well, where'd this guy go? But he's following you, but he can't react.
Gotcha.
Yet.
Okay. So now that I'm behind him and I'm angry,
James, I need a drink.
we're going to go for a key strike and a flurry of blows.
Oh, you're real pissed at this
I
guy.
am. Although I have already taken one attack, so these are both have penalties on.
So it'll be 5 and 10 minus 5. Oh, 4 and 8.
Yep. That wasn't in the thing.
There you go. Thank you, Forged Dice.
My one outside of it was actually a little bit better, but whatever. 12 plus 5 plus another 1 because of my key, so 18.
Miss. So he dodges quickly.
And flank.
Oh,
Hit. But he's going to use his reaction, and he almost has like a perception of you doing it, and you think you hit him, but all of a sudden he shimmers away, and his head dodges.
Okay, so first one misses. Second one is...
He used the rogue nimble dodge ability.
That's basically going to be that's going to be the same thing because I rolled 5 more. So that's 18
Hit. Because it's flanked.
plus another 1. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you hit him this time.
And that is with my key, so I roll 3d6.
Does the key last for both of them, or just the first one?
Both.
Oh.
That's 5 damage. I only need to roll one of those. 11 damage plus 1, so 12 damage. 12 bludgeon.
12? Okay.
12 angry bludgeoning damage.
Oh, angry?
Very
Okay.
angry. Well, for adding the angry bonus down.
Can I borrow somebody's pencil real quick? 12 damage. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. Thank you. 25, that's 12.
Dear listeners at home, we're doing math.
Math is done. Okay.
Hold on. Because there's one more thing.
Oh, shit, there's more math.
He's checking the lore.
There's one more thing and flavor on this one.
He's double checking the math. We don't do that here.
When I use...
He's like, oh, hold on, I forgot that I instantly kill whatever. It's a monk.
When I'm angry, I can murder everything.
I forgot to go Super Saiyan. I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, I'm always Super Saiyan.
The additional d6 of damage that I rolled a 6 on, I can choose whether it's force, lawful, negative, or positive.
Okay.
I'm going to go for lawful.
Okay. He
I don't
feels
know if it means anything else.
like he broke a law. He's not very happy about it.
Judge Dredd.
Yeah. He's hit, hurt, and judged at the same time.
All right. That's. He's been judged.
He now has a condition token on him showing me. Okay.
His feelings are now hurt.
All right, Kasich.
He regrets his
He's right by you.
All right,
Just so you know, when he was playing him last week, he was going to turn on you guys in the middle of that huge fight, but he forgot. Yeah.
He was having too much fun.
He was, and then he got to the end and goes, I didn't want them to all hate me. I didn't want to have to murder all of them after I just met them. I was like, there's like 7 of them. You had them outnumbered. You should have
No road wanders out of the woods for any reason.
all right. So I look back at him. I'm little unsettled. I'm gonna make a seek to see if anything's up with him or the goblins, or if there's anything else.
Okay. Give me a perception roll then.
11.
So you quickly scan the room, and you can tell that the figures on the wall, they appear to be like some makeshift drawing from the goblins, maybe like a goblin god of some type. But you don't notice the goblins almost seem as shocked as you are that he's helping you guys, and he still looks calm, cool, and collected. Luke does.
All right. As I forget you, I turn to this guy. Hunt is a goblin.
Goblin, yeah.
Goblin. Well, quick draw my dagger and.
So you drop in your other weapon then, your bow, or are you gonna use an action to sheath?
Yeah. What's the quick draw feat?
You can draw and attack. In one
Draw and
thing.
attack.
Yep.
So
You one to sheath, one to draw and attack if you want.
yeah. So
So this will be action.
draw and attack. Yeah. So I'll sheath the bow and then I'll use that. I'll do twin takedown on the goblin.
Okay.
But the 11.
The goblin.
So this is a note you should take out of
Miss.
here.
21. It takes 40 piercing.
4 piercing. Okay.
Oh wait, did I hunt it? No. Yeah, I see. So yeah,
That's something we won't be able to edit out of the stream.
No, that was fun. Okay, so he's bleeding. You struck him pretty well. And then we got... So Goblin 1. He is going to get to where that cockatrice was. He's going to do a step action.
This one?
The other one.
I'm going to do the cockatrice, so I get some more tinkles.
And you're maxed out.
again.
And he's going to attack Davro.
Okay. Which one? One of the goblins?
Yeah, Goblin 1.
Math. 20,
15?
Oh, that's not going to hit.
He's going to do one more strike.
Okay. We'll bring it.
21.
That'll hit.
He brought it.
Okay.
5 piercing damage. I'm sorry, slashing damage. Alright, so he cuts into you. And then the other goblin is going to... He's going to slice at Kasich. Kasich, you are... Since we're on hex tiles... If we were squares, you'd be flanking, but this...
What do you mean?
Are you flanking?
Well, right now,
Do they look through a line directly at anywhere in your space?
no. I got Luke's on one side and the goblin on the other. They're catty corner, and they're not working together, right?
I mean, they're both working.
They are working together to try to kill you, right?
But yeah, they're not
So,
they're not
this would be
directly.
flanking, but they're technically like...
Yeah, I'm in the corner and they're in the doorway.
17?
No.
And he's still disguised
No,
as a
2 does not.
goblin.
And did he move or he was there, right? He was there.
Two's a critical miss. That makes sense.
And yeah, he misses all 3. Yeah, so he doesn't get you. And
Unless you
then
want to describe that as flanking for the hex tile, so that way we
I
can
might in the future.
do that. Even that would allow us to do that.
Right.
Yeah,
Easier.
I laugh at the goblin.
He feels sad. The other goblin, he's going to drop his current weapon and pull out his bow. And he is going to take a shot at Davril because he can see him without cover.
Oh, same.
I'm trying to taunt Brandon so he'll actually attack me.
15 will hit you.
Won't hit me.
3 will not hit you.
I still have up my shield even though I don't actually have it raised. But you know, there's
Can he hit his buddy there? Is he
The first one just like hits the wall. You're like, what are you aiming at?
He must have missed that by like 20.
He's like, God, my cockatrice! He's all pissed.
Can he accidentally hit his buddy?
Maybe. If you got one. Okay, next.
Is that all the goblins?
Yeah, it's all the goblins. Davril.
I'm gonna use my move to do one square over here, and GM, tell me what would a grapple do?
The grapple?
If it's not that useful, I'll just do 2 attacks. But
I will tell you exactly what it does.
I'm sorry, I haven't looked up. I never thought I would actually do a grapple.
Grapple. It's an attack, so it counts against your multi-attack penalty. You must have at least one hand free.
I do not.
And
I'm not gonna drop any of this stuff.
it makes them grabbed.
Okay, and it wouldn't lower their AC or anything like that.
They would be grabbed.
I don't need to grapple for that.
Grabbed. They become flat-footed. They
You like flat-footed.
and they have to succeed at a DC 5, otherwise they can't make any actions.
No, I'm just gonna attack.
I don't know, Brandon might miss that TC5.
And they're immobile. They can't move.
What's the check to
You have to do either a break grapple or an escape. One uses strength to push them off, and the other one uses dexterity to like flip them off.
Would it take 1 action to drop the shield?
Dropping will be free.
Free. I'll drop my shield and I will attempt to grapple him.
Okay, so grapple. You do an athletics check opposed by fortitude check.
I want to pick that up before I'm
Yeah, nice shield. Yeah.
That's a 9.
Put in the group loot.
I'm sure he can beat that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he beat that.
He manages to duck out of the way.
Alright, well then I still have 1 action free. I will just attack. Or can I make another grapple check?
You can make another one.
And there's no negative penalties to this?
It'd be your -5.
No attack. What is that? So 8 plus 5, so that'll be 13. Sorry, what am I thinking here? That'll be 14.
He got a 21.
Okay.
So he dodged your grapple again.
Okay.
And he goes, you're going to have to do better than that, big guy.
Oh, don't worry. We'll have you wiping the floor here before long.
That's what they all say. And now it is his turn. And scroll back down here. Luke's is going to... He is going to attack. He's actually going to attack Kazakh again. Or to attack him, he goes, hey, Kazakh, let me show you how to actually strike somebody with those things. And he uses his dagger.
What a jerk.
26?
Yep.
Is that crit?
What's it called now? Retributive strike?
Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Not going to hit, but I do give you 5 resistance.
You take 7 damage, minus 5.
2 damage. Well, thank you. That's...
No problem.
I like that.
So as he's coming in, I kind of just punch him with my free hand in the face.
Yeah,
no damage,
I'm still pretty healthy.
How much health are you missing?
15 or 14 and 56.
And he's going to then kind of touch your shoulder and flip over you. He's going to attempt to flip over you. He's going to do...
Into the wall?
Over you, past the goblin. He's going to move through the goblin, too.
I mean, it's going to go like way over here.
Or just like here, maybe?
Give me a reflex save.
24.
24?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. He tries to do that, and you push him off. So he lands back. He's like, crap. And he's
It's going to
gonna
take a lot more to get over our ranger, buddy.
and he's going to then try the same thing on you.
Damn.
Okay, give me a reflex save.
What's the matter, buddy?
And everybody gets lucky a couple times a day.
25.
Looks like everybody gets...
24.
Oh, man.
He tries to flip over you, and you throw him off too. He's like, Jesus. And that's his turn.
Luck is also a skill.
I say, you can't flip over a dwarf?
He has a really bony back. Have you guys seen that? Droop is finishing up. He's like, oh, man. He's going to use his action to kind of walk outside and see what's going on.
Fist bump,
5,
Sid.
10, 15,
Is he like
20.
holding his belly now? Like, oh.
And you got to go, hey, Jen, what are you doing? Are we fighting?
Oh, yeah.
He goes, okay. He uses his other action, quick draw. He's going to pull his weapons out. And he's going to move in as close as he can. One right there.
This guy tried to hurt Jim.
He's going to do a sense motive.
Against you, he would do a sense motive.
Well, there's least perceptive anymore. It's perception now.
Yeah, you're right.
Give me a. Let's do a thievery check.
Okay. Nat 20.
Boom.
Okay. Nobody hurts my Jim, and he's going to try to stab. Swoop.
Don't break anything up here.
Yeah. And he is going to miss. That's his turn.
Okay. Sounds all exclamation.
He's still like very nervous. Like, should I really do this? Should I be stabbing this guy? Is this okay? I mean, I want to, but and he swipes and he's like,
I'm just like, no.
All right, Droop's turn's over. Back to the top. Round 3.
But hold up.
What?
Flanked?
Yeah, it's still missing.
But yeah,
Man, this guy's flanked twice.
He's flanked from every angle, and he's judged.
you should feel judged right now.
Can we jury him next round?
Oh, we will.
Yeah, then we trust jury.
For like 3 days.
I believe that orange status ring is now a zone of danger.
I'd like to roll for judge, jury, and execution.
Yeah, what's that status ring doing? Oh, yeah.
That's the judge status.
Claire,
All
what
right,
would you like
Claire, what
to
you got?
do? You got 3 goblins in front of you and a rogue behind you.
Freeze. Not the optimal sound boom, but it's got to be done.
Sound burst. Oh.
Behind them.
Okay. On the statue?
I mean, I've said I'm going to do it, so
Yeah.
yeah, just behind them.
The DM has his eyebrows raised.
Oh, we're all dead.
Okay.
I don't know what I've just.
I mean, if it's
I don't know what you
hostile,
just-
we're gonna damage it. Right?
What kind of spell is it? Is it a divine
Well,
spell?
it doesn't like negative things.
It's sonic damage, so it's
Okay.
not negative, but
So maybe that's all right.
But what's like the school or whatever?
I mean, I'm divine.
Okay. Okay, it's fine, yeah.
Maybe
It's
they'll
a
really
holy
like
sound
you.
burst.
Maybe it amplifies.
All right, so do your
Okay,
sound burst. What do they have to do? Save or something?
Fortitude save here.
Fortitude save. Okay, first one gets a 7, 15, and a 17.
This is against my spell.
Yeah, your spell is
18.
so fail. One critically fail, and then fail.
Okay.
All right.
And so
So you're gonna blow them out for a billion days.
This is a repeat of the orc encounter.
Yeah,
3d8, and then the one who critically fails.
double it. I think.
Double it
68.
for 1 minute.
All right, just roll your 3d8. Let's see if they.
Yeah, 68 against the goblin. He's probably gonna die. He's gonna be. You hit him so hard, he's gonna be deaf in the afterlife.
You could
man.
probably roll all the ones on that one crit and still kill him.
17 for the standard. damage.
Oh god, yeah, you blew. They're all blown up. All three are gone, and the statue hits and it breaks apart, and the top part just falls off.
Oh.
Dude, you broke the statue.
It's only sound. It's not.
I'll take those. I'll take all three of those back. The goblins
And the statue?
and the statue. You broke it.
Rip statue.
So, out of curiosity, what would it have done?
What did I just destroy?
I don't know.
You can tell us at this point, man. Come on.
Never know.
Something might happen.
I think I've got a mending spell. Do I?
There you go.
No, I don't. I didn't take it.
You didn't get minting.
No. I don't think it's meant for something like that anyway.
Actually, that'd be pretty good. Everybody on their phones. Look at this.
Well, I'm actually sending you a photo there.
But whose turn is it?
Mine. Enemy.
Enemy 1.
Well, they're dead.
Oh wait, I've got another action. Hold on.
Hold the phone.
Last one, I'll reach over and heal Kasich.
I'm trying to look up when I can
4d8.
punch people here. Oh, okay. My
10,
level 13, my punches become
14.
masterful.
15 healing.
13. So are you back to full then?
Yup.
Okay. Now, Cockatrice is gone. So, Jim.
Yeah, that's good for like 2 potions worth.
I'll
Mark your spell slot off.
I'll take a look at Luke's. Does he appear?
He appears a little shaken now, like
shaken.
all his allies are like gone.
Okay.
He's gonna go, alright, that's it. Drops his daggers. I'm done.
That's great. Let's kill him.
Manacles.
I don't like
Wait, are we on a combat order?
Come on, Paladin.
I immediately reach for my stash and check for his emotions at the moment.
Doesn't look it, but nervous.
I hold out. I keep one dagger out. I grab the manacles and
Okay.
go to.
Oh, come on. I don't need to. I'm not going to do you any harm. I was just.
Really?
I was just hired to do this. Obviously, it's not going to work.
Great.
I'll get out of your hair.
I'll ask. Do you have any paperwork, missive from the mayor describing where we were, what you are supposed to do?
If I tell you, how about you guys let me go?
How about
I'll
you
tell
show
you-
it to us?
I don't
I
have
don't think
anything
you're in a
written down.
room to. I don't think you're in a position to bargain here.
No, but I have information. You guys are gonna. If you guys are gonna kill me, then there's no reason for me to.
Jim, is he lying to us?
I only got one more shot of that. all I'm getting twice in a row now is nervous.
All right.
He goes, listen, I'll give you up front. This mayor, I barely spoke 2 words for him. That's not who I was assigned this mission from.
Oh, so a liar at the beginning.
What's that?
Were you sent by the Black Spider?
He smiles.
Now I definitely want to kill you.
But listen, I can tell you some things about him that you guys don't know. But I need to know I can get out of here. And trust me, if you don't know these things, there's no way you're going to get through him, but you got through me.
All right.
What do you think the chances are?
I'll stash my other dagger and I'll say, all of your golden weapons for your life.
That's fine. And he kicks over the dagger to you.
And information.
And he pulls out a sling he has, throws it down, and he pulls out 3 gold. Woo! 3 gold.
Check him.
Droop goes, with pleasure, and goes in and starts feeling them up and going all around. And
It's just like a
"What?"
standard sling and standard daggers.
Yes. He goes, okay, so I'm good to go then now, right?
Nope.
We still need the information. What can you tell us about the Black Spider?
the black spider is a drow.
Yeah, no shit. We already knew that.
He is working with a lich. That's all I know. They want something that they don't want anybody else to know about, and they were worried about you guys, and they wanted you taken care of before you got there. I don't know where there is, and he mentioned he wants the dwarf, and that he already killed one of the dwarfs.
Where did you meet them at?
I met him outside Neverwinter, towards Thunder Tree.
Okay.
Did he say which dwarf he murdered?
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna just walk a couple steps.
No,
and
he just said
keep
one
my
of
eye
the
out over
annoying
here.
ones.
So the statue's destroyed is what, the behind the curtain.
The statue's destroyed, and you. So now that the statue's destroyed, you can actually tell that on the bottom of the statue, there is, there's the statue's just a whole bunch of gray, crumbled dirt and rock, and there's actually a bright, almost sun-looking diamond laying in the rubble from it. And your pulse of magic, the detecting magic you did, you don't feel that sense of magic anymore.
The magic's gone.
Apparently.
Okay.
All right, I'll grab the diamond and walk it back over.
Okay.
GM, were there any cages or anything
Yeah,
we've seen?
No. You saw some
I'll have
beds.
you look at it.
We got rooms to go through, huh?
So he takes a step back and he goes, I've told you everything. I'm just a mercenary. I really don't care one way or the other what happens to you, but I would like to get out of here. So how about that? He goes, in fact, I'll even work for you guys if you want to hire me.
No.
After what you just did, you really think we're going to trust you?
I just go with the
Yeah, that's great. You just backstabbed us.
We'll give him his money back if he agrees not to go and tell Black Spider that we're still alive.
I don't even know where to find
I'll
him.
tell you what. We're on our mission. We're on our mission. We're going to go back to Fanel. We're going to take care of business here. You go back. Make sure Sildar gets elected mayor. I'll give you 25 gold.
25 gold just to get.
Once. If he, you know.
Okay, I don't
you can
do
make that
politics very much, but how about 35 gold, and I'll make sure his competition disappears.
Look, as tempting as that is,
You sure? He kind of ignores that and looks at you.
I don't know. We might get in trouble with this. You're knocked off the mayor.
He's not quite that
That's-
evil.
You're more than welcome to destroy his character, plant some nefarious items, but do not harm him.
What about those he loves? Could I harm
No.
them? No?
No.
You may not harm,
Unless he loves
him.
the black spider,
but
nobody else.
as far as his personal belongings, not the town's belongings, his personal belongings, you should consider them yours.
Sounds good. I'll need a dagger for this. Well, for protection, of course.
You can find a dagger.
Fine. And he turns and he walks out.
nope.
Nope, he doesn't walk out.
What can you tell me about the Lich? And I pick him up by his shirt, and I shove him against the wall.
He, as you do that, he doesn't fight back at all, but he has this kind of like, not again type of thing. Like he doesn't really seem affected by your threat.
Great.
And he goes, all I know was the black spider said he was going to get what he needed and that he was going towards a lich. And I heard lich and I thought, rich. And
He was going towards a Lich, so he wasn't working with a Lich.
he was getting something that was going towards a goal the lich wanted. I don't know what it is. It's going someplace. I don't know what place they're talking about. He made sure that I did not know because when I asked, he told me to mind my own business. He said to just find the Fighting Karps and get them here.
least they got our name right.
So he wants
They
us.
also made a joke
We are
about
infamous.
being the Karps, by the way. I had actually another mission where I was supposed to figure out why you guys were the Karps. That little kid. Shame if something happens to him.
So, that was a fun fight. I did not see that coming from Luke's either. But hey, most of our group is armed enough to protect from backstabs. All except for the monk. But hey, he's OP. Still no sign of Gundren. I don't know about all of you, but I'm a little worried about the guy. But hey, I guess that'll just give us some more to listen to on the next episode of Dice and Slice, the Conversion Stream.